Hello everyone, welcome to my 7th video lecture on partial differential equations. In the previous video we have discussed about the Lagrange linear partial differential equations. Now we shall consider the first order nonlinear partial differential equations. So here the partial differential equations which we are going to consider will be nonlinear in P and Q. That is, P and Q, P stands for dou z by dou x, that is the first order partial derivative term of z with respect to x, and Q, that is dou z by dou y, will be multiplied together. That is, we will have the term like P into Q, or they appear in higher degrees. That is, their degree will be, if we consider P separately, its degree will be either P square or P cube or like that, and Q will also be in a higher degree like Q cube, Q to the power of 2, Q to the power of 4, and so on. So such a situation we will be handling in this particular study, that is the partial differential equations which will be of first order but they will be non-linear in P and Q. That is, P and Q will be either multiplied together or they will have higher degree terms. Now for the sake of convenience, we consider the differential equations categorized in different standard types. In type number 1, we are going to consider the differential equations containing P and Q only. That is, we will consider the differential equations which will contain only P and Q terms. There will not be any other term other than P and Q. That is, there will not be X term, there will not be Y term, there will not be Z term. Only P and Q term will be there. That is some relation between P and Q where we will be having a higher degree in P or higher degree in Q or P, Q multiplied together. Such type of non-linear terms will be there, and we will be going to consider them in the first type of PDEs. Second one, the partial differential equation which we consider contain PQ along with Z term. There will not be any X and Y term. So this type of differential equations will be discussed in the second category. In the third category, we will consider the differential equations which will be of the form x comma p, function of x comma p on right hand side, that is some relation between x and p on left hand side, whereas on RHS some relation between y and q will be there. So such type of separate variables we will be observing, that is x along with the p, q along with the y on either sides we will be having in category number 3. In fourth category we will be considering standard type called as a Clairaut's form. So Clairaut's form is one where the differential equation appears to be like z equal to px plus qy plus some relation between p and q. So the independent variable z will be equal to px plus qy plus some relation between p and q, some function of p and q will be there, and these four standard type of differential equations we are going to consider in our discussion in this particular case. Now before going to start with the first type, that is f of pq equal to 0, let us discuss something regarding what are the different types of solutions of the given partial differential equation. So if the partial differential equation given is f of x comma y comma z comma p comma q equal to 0, now a relation of the form phi of x comma y comma z comma the arbitrary constants a comma b equal to 0, which satisfies the given partial differential equation. This represents the given partial differential equation because it is having the independent variables x and y, dependent variable z, and the derivative terms p and q. this partial differential equation will be satisfied by some function of the form phi of x comma y comma z with two arbitrary constants a and b. Such a solution, if this satisfies, if this expression is satisfies the given partial differential equation, then we say that this solution, this expression as a solution of the given partial differential equation, and particularly it is known as the complete integral. It is known as complete integral, and complete integral will have the arbitrary constants a and b, which will be obtained as a result of integration of the given partial differential equation. So therefore the arbitrary constants will be arising, and there will be as many arbitrary constants as the number of independent variables in the partial differential equation. If partial differential equation contains two independent variables, there will be two arbitrary constants in the complete integral. So this is about the complete integral, that is the first type of solution of the given partial differential equation. Now the second one is particular integral. So what is meant by the particular integral? If the particular values are associated with the arbitrary constants a and b in the complete integral, we are having a complete integral in this fashion, that is, this is the complete integral. In this complete integral, if some particular values are assigned to the arbitrary constants by using some given conditions, then we will be getting a particular integral of the given PDE. So particular integral will be obtained from the complete integral by assigning the particular values to the arbitrary constants. Now the third type of solution is general integral. General integral of the given partial differential equation is the solution of the form phi of u comma v. We have observed in the case of Lagrange linear partial differential equation, we have seen the Lagrange linear partial differential equation, capital P with capital P with small p plus capital Q with small q equal to capital R. This was a Lagrange linear partial differential equation which we have studied in detail in the previous videos, and at the end of the solution of such partial differential equations, we obtained a solution of this kind, that is phi of some function u comma the second function v. So how we used to get the first solution and the second solution? By solving the auxiliary equations. If you look at the previous videos, you will get the idea how we have solved such a Lagrange linear partial differential equation and got this type of solution. So such a solution where u and v are the independent functions of x, y and z, and such a solution is called as the general integral of the given PDE, that is the Lagrange linear PDE, PP plus QQ equal to R. So therefore an integral of the given PDE which involves arbitrary function, here phi is an arbitrary function, it is to be noted. Phi is an arbitrary function, and therefore the solution or the integral of the given PDE which involves the arbitrary function is called as a general integral of the given PDE. So this is the third type of solution of the given partial differential equation, and in order to get this general integral of the given PDE, what shall be done? If it is a case of Lagrange linear PDE, the method is quite simple, which we have discussed in the previous videos, but for any partial differential equation, if we consider this as the partial differential equation, for this particular partial differential equation, how can we obtain the general integral? So what is to be done? First we have to obtain the complete integral. In the complete integral, this b should be taken as some function psi of a. So a is one arbitrary constant, b is another arbitrary constant. This second arbitrary constant should be taken as some function of the first arbitrary constant, and then we have to differentiate this entire complete integral, that is phi, with respect to the arbitrary constant a, and we have to take this is equal to 0. So then we have to eliminate a between this equation and the complete integral. Then we will be getting a solution called as the general integral. So this is how one can obtain the general integral in any in case of any partial differential equation of this format. Now one more important type of solution is singular solution. So this is another very important kind of solution, singular integral. So what is singular integral? If this is the complete integral phi of x comma y comma z comma a comma b equal to 0 is a complete integral of the given PDE, this thing, that is f of x comma y comma z comma p comma q equal to 0, then the expression obtained by eliminating a and b from the complete integral, we have to eliminate a and b both. We have to eliminate a and b from the complete integral, and in order to do this, what we have to do, we have to consider this equation, that is the complete integral. We have to consider another equation, that is the partial derivative of phi with respect to a, we have to consider, and which is equated to 0, that gives us an equation. We have to eliminate a and b between the given that is the complete integral phi equal to 0 comma, this is the second equation, and the third equation is dou phi by dou b equal to 0. So what is to be done? To the complete integral, we have to differentiate with respect to a partially, with respect to b partially, and consider those expressions equal to 0, and that will give us two different equations. Between those two equations and using the given complete integral, we can eliminate a and b. So after eliminating a and b, the solution which we are going to get is called as the singular solution or the singular integral of the given partial differential equation. So these are the four different types of solutions of the given partial differential equation. So first, in order to proceed further, we should have minimum knowledge of what type of solutions we are going to face in case of partial differential equations, that I wanted to tell you. Therefore, I have explained these things in a systematic way. Now with this, I would like to conclude to this video. In the next video, we will consider the first kind of partial differential equation, and we will have a method of solution of this partial differential equation in the next video. Thank you.